remember the Dyson DC21 Motorhead. Dyson's attempt at a beast of a vacuum, a cylinder DC15, if you will. This one is all scrubbed and washed and back together and in theory working as well as the day it left the factory. Let's have a look at how well it came out and see how well it works now. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Dyson chums. How are you today? Yes, this is a machine of two halves really. We have this very nice, very big floor head, which is pretty standard Dyson fare for the era really. We have this hard floor head, which, you know, here you go, is probably the most we're going to look at it. It's the nicer generation though, with a nice front vent to get the big bits up. The version I've used had like a middle strip. And that was horrible to the point that I pulled it out and made the machine much better. Then we have what appears to just be a standard DC19 with, at the minute, a very long hose. Yeah, with a machine like this, it is huge. As soon as you go and extend the wand, if you keep an eye on this part here, it goes in. And then you end up with, I mean, it's still actually quite long. It's still a little bit longer than the average Dyson DC19 hose, I guess. In fact, we might as well leave that up because we're going to be using the machine in a second. So yeah, so that is very cool indeed. Obviously you can't take the hose off of this at all. It is fixed into place forever. And what you can take off is the hose from the machine, and yeah, it just reveals 3 prongs that go in, and thankfully I think Dyson just put the cable through the hose, or it doesn't seem to rattle around, so I think it's fixed to the inside of the hose. So that's a lot better than making a big chunky hose with the wires rolling around each of the twists of the hose. I think that makes it a much nicer machine. Onto the main unit now, which has come up very nicely. Oh, indeed. In here we have a brand new post motor filter pad. I don't like putting HEPA filters in collection machines because you don't need it. You know, they're going to be good enough anyway as long as you don't abuse it. And these let the motor breathe so much more than the HEPA filters. So yeah, I just put these in, and I think it helps with the longevity of the machine. Bar this hose inlet here having corresponding terminals there, and a little loom running to a PCB that sits down in this corner. It is a very standard machine. We have the 2 small tools here. We have a very nice pre-motor filter sat here. It all came up very clean indeed. So yeah, just average common or garden job. Inside of the bin is immaculate. There is 0 dirt in there at the minute. They're probably about to put some in, but now it's this clean. A good airline out once I've filmed this video is all we're going to need. So that part came up very nicely indeed. Let's just pull the flex out. Check that it still works. Yeah, that works well enough. Oh, come over here, plug it in. Let's turn it on now. Can't really stick my hand right over there, but I want to bridge the pins because I think it probably is. Can't really check. 240 volts. Yeah, 240 volts going through here. So we will pop the hose on for a little bit of safety. There we go. Untangle the wand from the cable. It just has that deep-rooted howl to it that these machines get when they're really nice and clean. We'll attempt to hook it up to the old water lift gauge and see if, I'm going to have to do it a little bit quicker because I've got to block off that hole. So if I pop that here, turn this on, it should go up to that? Oh, 100! I do believe that was only in the 90s on the before, so that's not bad that we have managed to gain an improvement in that side of things. But I still haven't got an anometer, aerometer, whatever you call them yet, so we cannot measure wind speed. But arguably, the most interesting part of this vacuum is this head, and I'm probably going to... There we go. We'll keep the one nice and short for this and have a very long hose. Yes, this head now sounds a lot happier. Oh, wow! Finally, pulling itself down. And then you can see it doing a really, really decent job there. I mean, I bet if I open this now... it's a little bit stiff. Why are you a bit stiff? Come on, this is the Dyson bin. There we go. Oh, yeah, wow. There you go. That just from pushing it forwards and backwards, that small little time. I mean, inside, look, it's already started to get that little film of dust around it that happened. But, blimey, that works really well. All of inside of the cog box, and it's always the cog box in the Dyson head, was all dry and grotty and full of grit and hair. I managed to clean all the bearings out, and that's why it sounds really, really good. The whole mechanism is quite simple when you start taking it apart. I mean, you have these side wheels, but you tilt the head and they come out, but it's still, yeah, it's still not a fully articulating thing. It's decent for what it is, but it's not a truly ergonomic pivoting thing. And I don't know really, why did they ever stop doing machines like that? I guess they just fell out of favour and they went all in on the uprights. What do you think? Let me know down below. But this lovely example of a very rare machine, especially in the UK. I mean, if this was an imported 120 volt one, it would probably make more sense. But no, this is a genuine, legit UK model. And yeah, it's probably going to be amazing on a nice expansive carpet with a decent pile. So hopefully the owner will send me some photos when he gets it back of how that works. And yeah, do you have one of these, or have you ever had one of the big chonky Dysons? I know they did a couple of this style Motorhead, so yeah, they're okay for you floating around. If you've ever used one, what did you think of it? But until the next time, I and some other dingy, dirty Dyson will see you soon. Bye bye.